Welcome, parents of our Leo children. This is your monthly reading for December. Thank you for watching Parental Guidance, the first and the only show on YouTube dedicated to providing you with monthly insights on how you can better connect with your child. It's with a heavy heart. I hate to say that this feels like it's going to be a month filled with just unsettled energy, for lack of a better word, anxiety. Your child, be sure to check out the welcome video because there's a special message for parents as well. Your child has the Pelican, I believe. Yes, the Pelican card in reverse, and that is what it says, so you can read it. Speaks of wisdom and focus and self-sacrifice and nurture, and as you can see in the reverse, there is no focus, just maybe the inability to use wisdom to see things clearly. They have the Ruby card in reverse. Now this speaks of rejuvenating your body, but if there's a level of anxiety, then of course it's going to be difficult. You're going to feel more their vibration is there. It's an unsettled energy. It's not rejuvenating. It's like depletion almost. So I don't know what's going on. If it's a home thing, could possibly be school. But I really feel that it's outside. It's an external thing that is being posed or imposed on them, that's causing them to feel anxious or unsettled, or the inability to seek and gain peace. Because normally this is an energy, especially for Leos. Leos are a fire sign. This should make them feel vibrant and confident. But in the reverse, that's not what we're getting for December, and that's okay. These energies are transitional. So it's just all a part of what's going on in their journey to help them evolve on this planet. As their challenge, they have the Amulet Stone in the upright. This speaks of protection and guidance, travel, and integration. But I get a feeling that their challenge is going to, it's almost like a level of stagnation. Nothing is moving, something is just stuck, and perhaps that stuckness is what will create the onset of anxiety, like something should be moving, something should be progressing, or within themselves. Honestly, I think that's what the first thing. I don't think it's a stuckness within themselves. Otherwise, that would kind of negate the anxiety, but it's just a feeling like something should be moving, something should be done, and they're frustrated because it's not. So just overcoming that external stagnation. For their overall emotion, they may feel a sense of regret, or dealing with anxiety, like, oh, I should have done this, or shoulda, woulda, coulda, or whatever, because it says, I know that I cannot change the past. And so there's this desire to go back to the past and fix something, and that's just simply not the case. It says that the soul does not know time. You have the right here and now, and you have cards that speak of the present and the present here, and just being present in the here and now. So it's just like you being okay with everything as it currently stands. That is the emotional energy that they have to overcome. Is it's a feeling of, shoot, I should have done X, Y, and Z, but it's the frustration that they're not satisfied with what they have right now. Now their goal is to, in the midst of all of this, find innovative ways. It says, I am helpful. Today I will step up and do something for someone else, just to make them happy or make their life easier. I feel that this is the case. Maybe they may, want to help out and make stress for you, to alleviate some stress that you may be experiencing. Maybe it's an external stress that they feel responsible for, that has created an imposition upon you, and then they feel the need to be helpful. But I don't get a sense that it's financial. I just think it's like external, circumstantial. Like, it's not money, it's just this event that has created an imposing upon, and it's just frustrating. Maybe you have a family member that needs to live with you, or you have to do a family member a favor, and it's creating it's just like like a level of frustration, something that, they should have been moved out already, or this should have been resolved, but it's not. And just they're wanting to, in the midst of this thing that's not moving, to be helpful. So in the first week of December, they have Between Worlds, and it's also speaking to the past and the present. Just kind of being in the middle. It's definitely a transition, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in the other. It's just in the middle, an uncertain place. It's just in the middle. It's what that feels like. It's neither here nor there, but just kind of in between. That's just what it is. I don't have any other words. It's just they're in the middle of something, stuck and in between a transition. So I don't know what that pertains to. Maybe, they're potty training and they're in transition in that way. But, I'm trying to create analogies to speak to, the different, life groups that may be pertaining to your Leo child. But somehow in that first week of December, or the beginning of December, they're just going to be in the middle, in transition of something. They have the exchanging gifts card. Now, this is funny because it says to be careful what you pray for, because you may get it and then, realize that that's not what you wanted. And I thought that was funny because they have the prayer card in reverse. And that speaks to it may be an outcome that they've wanted, but that's not truly what will make them happy. So again, it's this unrest energy all month long, and it's something thankfully temporary, not something that may be resolved this month, but it's something that they're having to deal with that causes this level of unsettledness that they're going to have to deal with, sadly, the whole month through. So in the third week, or some portion towards the end of December, because there are no hard, starts to stops to what's going to transpire. But they do have, ironically, rest and rejuvenation, temporary non-action. So they do get a break. I don't know if it's finally, it's their vibration. They finally do get a chance to rest and rejuvenate. But whatever anxiety, it's like they get a breather. Maybe there was a transition, someone leaves, then they don't like that they've gone because other stuff comes up, and then there's a level of acceptance. And then towards the end of the month, it's almost like, something is not over. there's a shifting or a changing, or new things are coming. Maybe they thought, oh, well, this is over, so, our problem is solved, but not the case. It's almost like something leaving brings another problem to light that was hidden behind the first, and then you have to solve that one. So essentially what this one is saying is, that there are conditions brewing in your life that you have no control over. Change is inevitable, and it's for the best and for your higher good. Even if the storms blow away the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. So it seems like whatever anxiety is here, it's like you're in transition. Your child is in transition. It's an answered prayer, but not the way that they hoped, but they get a break. And then they have to just, kind of accept things as they are. I know it sounds weird, but they have for their transition, there's a lack of sobriety. So, sobriety is like free from contaminants, a sense of being able to think and see clearly. But they will notice that there's just something clouding their judgment, and it has probably to do with a lot of whatever this external thing is. And this could be anything, and I'm just one person. So again, I am not God. I do not know all. I just take whatever interpretation comes to me through my viewing of these cards. But whatever transition it is, it has to do with a lack of clarity. I don't think that they're moving into sobriety. I think that they're having to fight, even though they're, being asked don't fight it, but they're fighting between wanting stillness and dealing with the fact that, they're just stuck. They're in the middle of something. Emotional healing is the solution. So I think this also has to deal with a relative. But it's safe for you to let go of old emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. So, if someone was living with you and they caused problems, the person is exiting, and then you guys can begin to heal. But I do get that whatever this anxiety is, it's going to beget something beneficial in regards to creating a resolution for healing. Now, how you can help them. Ironically, you have the pray card in reverse. I'm like, what? You don't pray? You're not supposed to pray for your child? You're not supposed to, hope for them? It says, I am open and receptive to the power of grace in my life now. I ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is operating in my life. And the only thing that I'm getting is just to be still. Not so much to take action, but just to observe and watch and wait and listen and be receptive, to in that manner. Just be still and let those things come to you. I wouldn't say be closed-minded, and I wouldn't say look for answers. I would just say be still and let the answers come to you. So concerning your child, not so much, oh, help me, help me, help me, but just be still, be watchful, be observant, and let the answers come to you that you need to utilize in helping you with your child. So finally for you, and I found that this to be very interesting, but it's almost, again, that you are mirroring your child. This card here speaks of messages, deadlines, and anticipation, and I almost get a sense of Leo stubbornness in this card for the parents, regardless if you are a Leo or not. But I almost get the feeling like you are putting your foot down, you're being stubborn, and like, I ain't doing that. Like that feels like you just, nope, not today. You're just, it's like not so, you don't care. You're like, nope, not feeling it. Whatever it is, oh, you need that done. Sorry, nope, I'm not in the mood. And it's just you. I just think you've put your foot down. You've had enough, whatever it is, and you are not allowing yourself to be pushed, rushed. You're not, it talks about waiting and deadlines, and, it can bring fear and anxiety and hope and, all this good news, bad news, rejection, acceptance, all of this stuff. And you're like, nope, whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen on its own accord. I am not doing anything. I'm not participating in this. And you have the success card in reverse. Now, this is not saying that you are not going to be a success. I'm just looking deeper into the card. Now, of course, it says you are committed to taking steps towards greatness. Every little step counts, so I won't be shy. I don't think that you're not focused on success or reading past the words. What I'm getting is that you are just being still. You're like, nope, not today. Not doing anything. I am just being still, not doing anything. Whatever this issue is, it's just going to sit there. It's going to work itself out. I'm not touching it. I'm tired of it. Not doing anything. So that it seems to be a lot of anxiety on your child's part because they want something to be resolved and it can't be. And maybe they want to be helpful and, it's something beyond their ability to fix it, but they want to do something. And you may be having more experience, more knowledge of the situation. I'm trying to pick these cards up. You very well could be like, I see past the BS. I'm not participating in this. It's going to work itself out and this thing is going to be done with. I'm done with it. So I don't know who this message is for. Again, this is a general read. It probably will not resonate with everyone on every level. But for whoever this message is for let me know in the comments as far as how this resonates with you or what this may be speaking to, because I know it's for somebody. There's anxiety and you're sensing the anxiety, but you're resolved. You're just like, nope, not dealing with it. So on that note, try to stay as calm and positive as you possibly can. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Enjoy spending time with those that you love, taking some time to be reflective of this month, and we will see you again in January.